Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is the game War in the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play by match against Xargun. He is the Allied Commander, and for me it is the Empire of Japan. This is Scenario 1 on game version 26B. Yeah, 6th February 42. Some small dot base near Fiji is switching ownership. The Dutch submarines attacking here in deep water. My destroyers, but no hit. Okay. Yeah. And I pick here more smaller dot bases. I hope I can finish this all in February, so that in March I can focus for my last really big strike forward, if I really want to do it. February I must conquer everything what is must have, like Java, Sumatra, Singapore is missing. Well, this is normally missing, not much more. So no Navy strike. Search airplanes going out on both sides. Some ground attacks in China. And also here on Borneo. Because this is clear terrain, so it makes sense to attack here. Chinese Wenchao army is marching on Xiamen, and I try to slow them down, but I have here really only small one-engine bombers. And the Doniers are back. And I was hoping for this kind of action. Last turn they attacked me, so today I make a long range cap to lure them out and maybe get rid of them. One is damaged. Second is damaged. And the third one is also damaged. So no kill, that is a little pity. But their damage must return to base, and at least I think 2 days repair, or maybe even more. That would be likely my escort carrier at Balikpapan, because the game don't separate between escort carrier, light carrier and fleet carrier, so you always get this message. But no airstrike, so everything is fine. Finally arrive at Baker Island, and I slowly move closer and closer to Pago Pago, my last really important base, I would say, around Fiji. So Kokong Next, try to attack now with additional forces. Attack the fort and attack the city. And the Chinese army is retreating. Direction northeast. Okay, so this is more or less a direction I cannot follow. It's a mountain. But I would also say it's okay. All these core units are... how many? 3 fighting forces and 1 base force. So... and they had originally a attack value of 216. So very likely most is disabled. There's not more much inside this unit. So they are empty shells. And that is for me at the end maybe even better. I lose here of course points. If I can destroy them I can get more points. But then they will reform for free soon later on again. So this is maybe the best outcome for me in the long run. Good, some bombardments here. Okay, I'm too weak to attack here in the high mountains, but okay, pin down. Baker Island is empty, nothing left. Some small dot base north of Shortlands. This is now the allies attacking me. Okay, misfire. 1 gun is broken. At the end a slow turn. But for me it's, and of course also for the allies, it's a move, it's, yeah. You need this kind of, well, you have many of these turns where you only move stuff around. So, because this is a more or less a logistic, strategic, tactical game. Not only action, action, action. You must work hard to really achieve the battle, that you are ready for a battle. Okay, air losses very light. One of the Stoniers is ops loss. Okay, at least 1. No ship sinking sounds, no reports. Yeah. In China, no change of situation, I would say. I move now back again on the road to catch this Yan'an army and defeat them again. Maybe they will surrender. This army out of Luoyang, I never really was able to fight with them, so, but they are retreating to the mountains, high mountains, because Xargun won't go west. And I have block forces here and more is coming. So I will normally guard the 3 hexes. And you cannot walk past by these units. You must fight them. And I am now in high ground. Well, I have the high ground. So be careful, Anakin. But of course, these are only block forces. They're not really very strong. But the Chinese, I think, are low on supply. So I don't know if they really can fight with me. Even if they have 10 times the attack value. Not sure. We will see. So I really don't want to fight with them. I can block them. If I can keep this Chinese army here in the high mountains and they are not able to retreat to get supplies, then they are simply inactive. They don't have a threat for me and they are not helping Xargun, so I only don't get any points for this. But that is okay. My number 1 goal is getting these 3 bases here and then maybe also Inner Mongolia later. But so this is also the next step. This is, I'm fighting with the red Chinese here, but this is a Chinese Xi'an army. They are also blocked from this hex, so they're moving now northwest. And I will bring in some tanks to run up or drive up this highway, and then I try to block these 2 hexes. Then this army is also not able to retreat to Lenshao. Xargun can then only move, of course, from this hex to this hex. This is maybe possible. I will see if I react to this. I could simply send 1 more Japanese army and also try to conquer this hex. It's still an option. Good. My unit is still walking west. I still see no enemy in this hex. Okay, everything is fine. Good. So in China, nothing changing, nothing, no activity in Burma. I already took nearly everything. Sooner or later we'll catch up this base force. These units are a little far. I'm not sure if I can catch them. I don't know if there's really only 20, then they are more or less dead. I cannot attack here Calcutta without Singapore. It's simply not possible. But I also don't have any forces for this kind of operation. Even if I take now Singapore, 2 divisions is too little. Yeah. So I always, every day I go to my divisions. Always check their situation. See if they have a plus or not. I mean, if it's a single unit you cannot break, then you cannot do anything. But this is a division. So I can now break them up. And then I have 3 times the chance to get additional units in my division. Here is again, here no additional forces. So I divided it. And then I have 3 times the chance to reactivate these disabled units. And this I do again and again and again and again. Always here, of course, there's nothing to... This division is ready, so maybe I will soon strike again. Disruption is also under 20. This is normally the minimum I need, and this division is also low on disruption. So I can maybe attack tomorrow Singapore again and hopefully take it. Tarakan, here was a submarine in this hex. Okay. My special base force arrived. Yeah. I come to bring in my special base force. I mean, this is simply... It's only a base force, but this is a heavy base force with 30 attack value. To give aviation support and loading, unloading. And I have also 1 division I will unload here. And this division will then fight with Balikpapan and fight with these 3 Dutch forces. 1 is retreating and 2 are fresh. And then I use now my Navy Guard units. This is more or less my landing troops. My Spearhead edition or special operation task force. These are the guys that are always going and landing first because they have only light equipment. They don't have a tendency to have losses or only light losses, and losses you can very easily replace. So these guys go always first in, takes the important base where you want to land later your divisions. I would really only land the amphibious assault with the division if there's no other choice. This is always costly. Yeah, nothing else to really talk here about. There's still some Dutch, Filipinos I must maybe take care. This is really the last Filipinos, maybe all over the map. So, last topic is here. There's a Dutch submarine blocking here between Buswen. I also do this more or less, so... But it's only 1 submarine. My ship's arriving in Port Moresby. I'm waiting for my cargo ships. Well, my amphibious assault, this is the infantry regiment. So they will arrive tomorrow here at Port Moresby, and then I can continue my journey roughly direction Singapore. Because this regiment is missing to form up a new division. And at Fiji, every day I take 1 or 2 of these dot bases, empty bases. So there's only this 1 small French garrison, mini garrison, and the stronger American presence at Pago Pago. But maybe I need 1 or 2 more weeks for this. And nothing else. Submarines are born in New Zealand. Waiting for anything. Okay, see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.